they're up by 4 over Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Monarchs.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot. Usually
Let's
get a
go.
better matchup,
Hey.
and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside the spot. He
Oh,
was
how did I
looking
not
for some running room, but
chop
not
this
much
nigga
to
legs
found.
down,
He's
bro?
stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the
There go,
ball.
bro.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Dropping back, it's French. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Eagles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Defense is locked into this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They are executing beautifully.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off, that's number 15.
You need to move, bro.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to pass. It's French. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap in the shotgun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown,
Man, he got out that bitch so fast.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute
He
situation.
got out that
and
block
using
so fucking
offensive
fast, bro.
line,
Come on.
Adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, we've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
And the Monarchs will kick it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Hold and fire complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. Back to throw, it's French. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dallas. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
Bro, why are you so...
He's run out of bounds, but he's got a
caller's nervous, but not this guy. You have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that. As a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's out to 22.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
Out of here.
Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 4 over Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Monarchs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Going deep. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And the Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off play action. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Wants to go up top on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Quarterback's got the first. There he goes. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Monarchs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout.
Bro, what?
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This
I
offense
didn't
really
throw
played
it like
themselves
that,
behind the
bro.
eight ball
Oh,
right now in
okay.
this drive. Sack first down. Just thrown it in So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. And the Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The give to the tailback. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open.
Bro, how? Was he?
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd down, going up top.
Oh, Jimmy Snickers, bro.
Instead, they're facing a 4th down.
Momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're
You gotta
seeing it
catch
shift
that,
here in the
bro.
3rd quarter. The defense
You
just
really
forced
gotta
a
catch
3 and
that,
out.
bro.
Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free.
Let's go.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Thank you, bro.
This kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our
that.
hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False
There you
start
go.
on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's locked. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
This is
He'll pull it on the read. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, ODU. They move on top here in the 4th.
good job. Good job.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season.
On
He
the
felt like he was ready to
turn.
have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's French. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset.
Turning it on. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Might as well stick with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
The crowd elevating its energy From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarch. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's French. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's held. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's held. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Eagles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's crippling because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Yay.
They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Oh.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can get something to eat?
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players, so if you're on the field...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Second down coming up.
Back to throw, it's French. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner will be dragged down. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He wants to throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll do it himself. Finding open areas. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.